let's give people time to get into it real quick.
It's on right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But give some people some time. Yeah, there it is. I want to see what I look like. Oh my God, I look so fat. All right, guys. This is Jorge and Nadia from Greystone Investment Group, where you invest and we do the rest. We try to do the rest. Sometimes it's a lot of stuff when we do the rest. You only put the money and then we have to deal with everything else, problems, everything, but clients are happy.
They're very happy. Yep.
So I want to talk to Nadia. Nadia, she's been featured in this magazine, American Lifestyle. I'm so proud of you, Nadia, for you guys to here. Check it out. Hopefully you guys have seen this. Nadia is a superstar, so anytime that I see her around, I'm like, okay, we gotta create a video. We need to suck more of that knowledge you have, so I could provide it to our audience. Today we're gonna be talking about corporate rentals. It seems like every day we're doing new and innovative and creative stuff. So trying to find ways to maximize the cash flow for our investors. One of the things that I was talking about earlier was the lease options.
Yes.
And at one moment, I had 30 people looking at the video this morning when we were talking about lease options. So I know that there's a lot of investors out there. There's a lot of noise about Airbnb, corporate rentals, lease options, and we want to be able to provide you that more detailed information so you stay informed as an investor. So corporate rentals, we've done a few videos. Can you simplify, summarize it real quick? What is a corporate rental and why do we need to be doing corporate rentals?
Yeah, with the corporate rentals, those are going really well right now. It's kind of the new innovative way of marketing your rental properties. Instead of doing long-term and receiving the normal return on investment based on rent-a-meter, things like that, we're taking it to the next level and we're giving a higher quality of a rental and a short-term rental for people that are out of state. They're coming here to work for, say, a year to 2 years, and they are willing to pay a little bit extra, usually at least double to triple your normal rental rate. And so that's why we are trying to start this new program and growing this for our investors so they can not only double but maybe triple the return on investment.
I think the first question a lot of people are going to have in their mind is this real? Because anytime that something looks too good to be true is because it's not true, often. And when I tell people, actually when I first met Nadia, she brought up that to me. She came, she started, you've been with us for how long?
About 8 months maybe?
About 8 years. But when she started with us 8 months ago, I'm like, Nadia, I'm extremely conservative. I want to make sure that my clients don't lose any money. Mm-hmm. So is this something real? Can we really make 3 times the rent? And you said, absolutely. You were so confident that I almost gave you all of my properties from day one. But seriously, I said to you, let's slow down. Let's make sure that we have a proven concept before we throw it out there to the masses. And then little by little, we've been dropping in emails, kind of like recording the path of success that we've had, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we've been doing lately. And it seems like every time that we follow up with a new email, we get more people interested. So I figured you were here, and I was like, let's talk about it. But for those people that say, no way, you're gonna rent my house in Ybor City, and you're gonna double and sometimes triple my rent, what do you say to those people?
Yeah, a lot of people are a little more conservative with the investment properties, but we're having a great success. We have 7 properties right now that we brought on from the beginning and have a little track record now from, and all of them are rented successfully, and they're all receiving their return on investment that they expected and what we've gone through. Yeah, I was doing this for about 10 years, so I kind of have the feeling that I know this is going to work, and it is. It's working down. We have them all at Newport Richey, Tampa, St. Pete. We have them around, and they're very successful, especially here in Hyde Park. I have 2 properties that people are calling every day to rent them. one for close to 5,000 and another
Really?
5,800
Wow.
a month. And people are calling all the time to get them rented, but they're rented now until May. And then we have some more following that.
Awesome. So without saying any names or property addresses, what is your best horse or your best property, more or less? And not names. I want to know returns, more or less. You don't want to have to go into specifics, but what is the best deal looking like nowadays, and what is the worst deal looking nowadays, so we can have an idea?
Yeah, so for the corporate rentals, I would say one of our best deals is if you are in the Tampa Bay area or Tampa area. Downtown Hyde Park is good if you have property there. The rates are just really high. Really, it's the location near an airport, near a bunch of businesses downtown. St. Pete has been really good as long as it's near a bunch of corporations. Some places that I'm having a little more trouble with actually are along the beaches, I would say, because
What is that?
you're still going to get your return on investment. You're still getting the
property's
higher amount. Yeah,
Okay.
the property when you're purchasing it is higher, but also the turnover. People are staying there for the weekends, so you have more vacancy because you're only getting the weekend stayers.
Got it. So that's the issue with, not the issue because you're still getting paid good money, but the strategy there is how do you keep them filled in through the week versus the weekend. The weekend is always a given, right? More or less when properties are near the beach.
Awesome, it's just a different animal, I guess, but making sure that, and you're going to have higher rates just for the weekend on the beach compared to a normal corporate rental, but your vacancies, there's a big turnover. So it's a little bit just different animal. You're still going to receive the best return on investment. But buying in that sweet spot of, say, 100, 200,000, and then furnishing it and getting that going, you're getting a good return on investment. So
Nadia tell you right there, that's the sweet spot, buying a property under 200 in the Tampa Bay area, in areas that are, that are going to attract tourism, of course. But the beauty about Tampa is that there's so much to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have the professional teams. So if you have somebody from Canada that wants to come and see the Lightning play, or their favorite team, Montreal, whatever the case may be, they could come here in Tampa just for a week and enjoy that. People that are thinking of going to Orlando, we're only 45 minutes away from Orlando, Disney World, and things like that. We have the casino. There's just so many things. So really, people will be surprised how many properties. I was very surprised when you said this property qualifies, this property qualifies, because that was going to be my next question. I got a property, but I'm thinking, this is probably it's only exclusive to beachfront properties, really high-end type of condos and things like that, but that's not the case, right?
That's not the case, no, because you're looking for properties that you're going to buy at a lower rate so that you can get a better return on investment, and people are just looking for a house to stay while they're working here, so they're not looking for Taj Mahal, they're looking for just something that's safe, comfortable, and they have all the amenities, and it's near where they are working, because we have a lot of people right now, specifically this year, we have companies coming in to build for the Super Bowl 2020. Super Bowl. That's a good opportunity for you guys. Yeah.
Super Bowl. Now for the Super Bowl, and I have a little bit of experience on this because back in 2003, I think, I had my own website called sportrentals.com, and I think we rented about 30 properties here in Tampa. So really at that moment, people didn't care where the property was. They just wanted to have a place to stay. They wanted to be at the game, tailgate or whatever, be as close as they could to the game. So that's a different animal. That's anybody with a property should be able to take advantage of that, right?
Yep. And because everybody's coming down here for the Super Bowl, things are getting rented out already and booked, so your rates can go jump next year. But even right now, I'm seeing the draw because there's so many companies coming in to build for the Super Bowl. So you're going to have long-term tenants that are paying that $4,000 rate to house their employees while they're fixing for the Super Bowl.
Awesome. So Nadia, I have a property. I've listened to this video. I have a vacant property, or I have a tenant moving out. What's my next step? How do I know whether my property qualifies or not? What will be the next step?
Yeah, give us a call and we can go through it. We can I have a bank of of people looking for places, so I kind of know where a good property will be, and if it looks like it'll be able to be rented right away. We have a bunch of employers that are trying to house people in certain spots in certain areas for certain reasons. So yeah, give us a call, and then we can go through the properties and see if it'll work. And then we also do everything, just like we say, you invest, we do the rest. And so we'll take your property from the beginning and help you furnish it and help you get started, help you market it, so you won't have to really put a finger on it. We can get your corporate rental started.
Let me ask another question. For those people that say, no, I'm okay with Airbnb, what's the difference between corporate rentals and Airbnb? What's the benefit of one versus the other?
Well, and so the difference is with a corporate rental, I'm looking for those longer term tenants because your occupancy will be higher. The short-term rentals are, you're worried about the vacancy, the turnovers, a lot of people coming and going. But what we're doing here is kind of merging the two. So we're doing corporate rentals, but say it's going to be a month until your tenant moves in. We fill it with those short-term rentals.
So you do both. That's an awesome strategy.
Yeah, to keep the return on investment
higher. Just filling the gaps with Airbnb. But in the meantime, you're looking for those big nuggets of gold.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, because I had done this for myself for many years, and I know it doesn't matter. If you want to have long term, that's great, but your return on investment is the most important aspect.
Awesome. So we know what to do. If we have a property we're thinking of maybe contemplating doing this strategy, we could contact you and we could take it from there. Now, you probably talked to hundreds of people, because the minute that we sent that out, there was a ton of excitement. But what percentage of the properties that you look at would you say qualify for this thing so far, based on the experience?
It's been there's a lot of properties. Tampa is so full. When I was doing this before, I was in Alaska, so finding your tenants are hard. But in Tampa, there's so many corporations. It's an industrial area, so there is a lot of properties that qualify. However, there are some just in areas that are maybe a little unsafe or just isn't going to work. I would say probably about 80% have qualified.
80% qualify. Wow, guys. So
from who has come to us, yeah.
So out of 10 of you that have a property out there, 8 of you qualify for this. And probably you never heard of this before, but this is a big deal, guys. This is a big deal. What I'm talking about is taking your rental to the next level. Does it cost you a lot of money? That's the next question. What's the difference between, is there an extra cost? Do I have to have my property look like $1 million? Tell us a little bit about that.
That was something that we started with in the beginning is, is there a difference between getting your property ready for rent ready versus corporate rental rent ready? And really it's not. The walls, the paintings, everything else is pretty much the same. However, there is a cost in furnishing the property. So a 3-bedroom, say a 2-bedroom, we're looking around $6,000 to get started on furnishing the property. A 3-bedroom, maybe around $8,000, because it does the furnishings need to look good, because people are renting it off of pictures. I'm sending that to the corporations, and they're renting it off of what it looks like and if it's comfortable. So putting a nice rug that stands out actually gets it rented quicker. But the walls, the carpet, things like that doesn't play a big part in it, just your amenities.
So typically you do the first investment, obviously, because you all furniture and stuff like that, which is a pretty decent big investment you do at the beginning. Now, based on your experience, is it something you do once every year, every 5 years, 10 years, or tenants keep the furniture well enough that you could reuse them for many, many, many years to come?
Yeah, usually with the corporate rentals, you can have it for a long period of time because people are taking care of it. And most of the time, like what I always say is I have their employer's number. So if it's a one-time investment, basically, for the investor, because also if they destroy something, then we have the corporate credit card, and then we replace it. So if something
so you
gets
got
broken,
the corporate credit card. If something happens, you can just charge. Not too many questions. They happen, boom, let's do it.
Yep.
You get your money back. Okay.
Yeah, it's not. We don't have to go through a long process or evictions, things like that. So you're actually saving a lot of money in that manner.
Once again, we have Nadia, featured on the American Lifestyle magazine. She's an awesome agent, one of the best agents. Call her. Her number is 813-527-1030. 813-527-1030. 10:30. And I'll leave you guys with the last thought. Always be looking for new opportunities, especially in real estate. There's so many opportunities that come and go. This is your opportunity to be ahead of a lot of people, because this is, even though it's been around, it's a new concept for a lot of us. I've been investing for 20 years, and as of 9 months ago, I didn't know anything about it. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Once again, what is your phone number, email?
It's 813-527-1030, and again 813-527-1030, and my email is Nadia Nadia @greystoneig.com.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Remember that at Greystone, you invest,
and we do the rest.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye. See ya.